They have a lot of really good pieces on this team. I think their defense is going to be top 10. I won't be surprised if they're a top 10 defense. It's just the offense. What is that offense going to look like?
Yeah.
They don't have a whole lot of pieces. They don't have a whole lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball besides Diggs. I'm not comfortable with Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper. These guys are up there in age. I'm just not too confident with that tight end group. Let's go to the last team. I want to go to the Patriots. To me, this is the most intriguing team of them all, mainly because of the new head coach and Drake May. Because you and me, we were high on Drake May coming out of the draft. His rookie season was a roller coaster. A lot of it wasn't his fault. He couldn't really do much with the talent that he was presented with. The offensive line was one of the worst in the league. The receiving core was one of the worst in the league. Overall, the weapons that he had was one of the worst in the league. They drafted Travion Henderson, but outside of Travion Henderson, they didn't really give him a whole lot of weapons to work with. So that's a bit concerning for me. I don't know why they did that. So,
wide receiver market was a little meh.
Yeah, it was.
I know dudes like Devontae, he wasn't going to no Patriots.
What do you think Stephon Diggs is going to provide to this team?
Pink cocaine. Let me stop. He's a vet. Is he the best vet? He's a vet. I think he'll give if he heals properly and heals well. He took his rehab seriously and did everything he needed to get back on track. But I can see him getting a cool 800, 900 yards as the number one guy. He probably could give you 1,000. He was on that trajectory before he got hurt last year. So I think he still got that juice and the gas left in the tank for that. But yeah, I think he'll give him a solid. You know what? Stephon Diggs, you can say what you want about him as a player, but he's going to be where he needs to be when he needs to be there. He's not going to go off script. He's not going to go rogue on the routes. He's going to be a reliable receiver that Drake May can utilize. And that's going to be very fundamental for his development because you got a lot of these young dudes running routes, nuances. They don't really know all the wide receiver things. But this guy who has played with multiple QBs, young and veterans, and even backups, he's always produced. So I think this could be really good for Drake May development.
So a good sign for Drake May, I've heard from the head coach and I heard from Josh McDaniels how he's picking up the offense rather quickly. He's improving. So it seems like he's not having too much trouble understanding different concepts. Josh McDaniels, he's bringing in different concepts that Drake May is familiar with, that he's comfortable with. That's good. I also like the Patriots' defense. I'm a fan of their defense. I think their defense is going to be really good this year. They have a lot of quality pieces. Jabril Peppers, although he played only 6 games in 2024, in those 6 games, he was actually really good. His coverage grade was good. Statistics back up that claim. I think the passer rating wasn't all that high. So Jabril Peppers, I like Jabril Peppers in this defense for 2025. Obviously, Gonzalez, he's fantastic. We already know how good he is. And surprisingly, Carlton Davis is actually an underrated pickup for them because he was really good in 2024. He also, when you look at the advanced analytics, he was a solid corner. And on PFF, he's the 21st best corner. So he was an underrated pickup for them. I just like a lot of I liked a lot of their pieces. Milton Williams, he was good last year for the Eagles.
They gave him a lot of money.
They did. Harold Landry III, he was good. He was good last year.
Solid for the
he was good. Yeah. He was good. So they have some pieces. Keon White, he's pretty solid as well.
Barrymore.
Yeah, they have stuff. They have people they could work with. Christian Ellis, he's another dude. Was good for them last year. They have a lot of really good pieces on this team. I think their defense is going to be top 10. I won't be surprised if they're a top 10 defense. It's just the offense. What is that offense going to look like?
Yeah.
They don't have a whole lot of pieces. They don't have a whole lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball besides Diggs. I'm not comfortable with Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper. These guys are up there in age. I'm just not too confident with that tight end group. So Who knows? I'll trust Josh McDaniels. I'll trust what he's saying. I'll trust what the head coach is saying. But you still need talent at the end of the day, and that's my concern.
Yep,
that's my concern. So, what is your expectations for Drake May in 2025?
I think Drake May can have a pretty solid year. I wish he had more weapons to work with, but as far as I'm looking for personal improvement, personal growth. I'm not expecting him to go out there and win 10 games or nothing crazy like that. I just need to see him continue to get better at the quarterback things, schedule plays, playing in structure, all of that good stuff. So if I had to do a stat prediction, I think 22 touchdowns and around 9 picks is apropos for him.
I think he gets more touchdowns.
More than 23?
Yeah, I think in terms of total touchdowns.
Total touchdowns.
I think he can
he'll probably get like 25 or so.
I think he gets close to 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Got that much faith in him.
Yeah, I think he gets close to 30 touchdowns. Maybe 11 interceptions. He's a gunslinger. Yeah, he's going to throw some interceptions. So around 30 total touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I think the completion percentage will still be relatively low. Probably get 63, 64 completion percentage. That's my expectation. That's what I believe Drake May will do in year 2. Just what I've heard from the coaches, from Josh McDaniels, from the head coach, it seems like he's picking up the offense rather good. From spring practice, mini camp, to OTAs, it seems like everything is going fine. So I'm going to just take their word on it and believe that he'll improve from 2024. He actually has a group of coaches that want him to succeed, that know what they're doing, that have a plan in place. Nobody is on a hot seat. So I'm going to be confident in Drake May this year. I like him. All right. What else? Do you think the Patriots have enough offensive and defensive talent to compete in the AFC East?
Defense, yes. Offense, probably not. I mean, it's just mostly their weapons. I like the offensive line, but if you don't have no one to really throw the ball to outside of 1 or 2 guys, does it really matter how long you can block for? So, yeah, honestly, if I had to put the Patriots somewhere in the division, I might have 3 or 4.
Interesting.
Number 2 might shock you.
Well, you know what? Let's do the rankings right now.
Okay. All right.
Here's my rankings.
You want to go first? Go ahead.
Yeah, here's my rankings for the AFC. So obviously number 1 is going to be Buffalo. No question. Josh Allen. They made it to the AFC Championship last year. I think they're going to run away with this division. Number 2, I think I'm going to go with the Patriots. You know why? Because of that defense. And the new coaching staff, Mike Vrabel, Josh McDaniels. I like the coaching staff. It seems like they have a plan in place, a structure, an actual structure that's going to be good for Drake May and that entire team. Number 3.
It's a little tough, ain't it?
It is. I ain't gonna lie. It is kind of tough.